In 1879, the British invaded Zululand with modern rifles and artillery, and the full confidence of the powerful military on Earth, and the Zulu army stopped them cold. They used a battle formation designed by a man who had been dead for 50 years. That's the legacy of Shaka Zulu, and the story of how he built it starts with a child on exile. Born around 1787 in what is now KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. His father was chief of the Zulu at that time, one of the smallest, most insignificant clans in the entire nation. His mother Nandi was a daughter of a chief from a neighboring clan. Their union violated Zulu custom, and from the moment Shaka was born, that shame belonged to him. His father eventually drove them out. He and his mother spent much of his childhood moving between clans that didn't want them, mocked, rejected, surviving on the margins of the society that already decided that they didn't belong. That wound never healed, and it never left him. As a young man, he joined the army of a powerful chief named Dingiswayo. 6 years he spent learning, watching, rising. When his father died in 1816, he went home and claimed the chieftaincy. He inherited fewer than 1,500 people and immediately went to work. The first thing he changed was the weapons. Before, Shaka warriors would throw long spears at a distance. Brief clashes, minimal casualties, enemies who retreated before anyone really got hurt. Shaka replaced the throwing spear with a short stabbing asage called the exile, a broad-bladed weapon built for close combat. You couldn't stay at close distance, you had to come close. Then he designed the formation to go with it, the horns of the bull Impondo Zankomo. The chest of the army engaged with the enemy head-on. The two horns sprinted wild and wrapped around both sides. The loins held in reserve to seal any gaps. Nobody got out. Then he restructured the entire society. Young men organized into regiments by age, living together, training together, fighting together, forbidden from marrying until Shaka gave them permission. Their loyalty wasn't to their clan anymore, it was to him, it was to Zulu. By 1820 he defeated his most powerful enemy. By 1822 he controlled 88,000 square miles. By 1827 he could put 50,000 warriors in the field. A kingdom that started with 1,500 people had grown to an estimated 250,000. More than 100 chiefdoms absorbed, incorporated, unified. Historian John Keegan called him the greatest commander to have come out of Africa. The entire region was remade in his image. In October 1827 his mother Nandi died, and something broke in him that never came back together. He ordered a mourning period unlike anything the kingdom has ever seen before. No crop planted, no milk. Any woman found pregnant killed along with her husband. Thousands executed for not showing sufficient grief. Even cattle were slaughtered so the calves would know what it felt like to lose a mother. The woman who'd carried him through exile and humiliation, who'd been the one constant in a childhood full of rejection, was gone, and he just couldn't survive it. He sent his army out on campaign. They came back exhausted. He sent them out again. The men who built this kingdom with him had reached their limit. September 22, 1827, his half-brother and bodyguards stabbed him near his military barracks. He was approximately 41 years old. The kingdom he'd built outlasted him by more than 50 years. And when the British finally came in 1879 with rifles, artillery, and the full weight of an empire behind them, the Zulu met them with the same bullhorn formation Shaka had drawn up half a century before and stopped them. The British eventually won. It took everything they had. Shaka had been dead 50 years, and his system nearly stopped an empire. He started with nothing, an outcast child, a mother nobody wanted, and a father who refused to claim him. He turned that into the most powerful military kingdom in the history of Southern Africa. The cruelty was real. The violence was real. The suffering he'd caused was real, and so was the genius say his name Shaka Zulu.